Hi, I'm Brian, and I'm a game show junkie. In 1999, ABC made television history by airing the first television game show that offered a grand prize of $1 million.
Ding dong, you're wrong.
13 years before Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, syndicator Lorimar Telepictures received that honor by distributing the $1 million Chance of a Lifetime. If you're ready to go for $1 million, let's get started. In this game, two married couples tried to win the most money by solving word puzzles. One player from each team plays each round. To help them solve the puzzles, they are shown up to 6 clues, one letter at a time, except for the final letter. The person who buzzes in with the right answer wins $25. If they're wrong, their opponent can get the remaining letters minus the final letter. The clues could be 5 to 11 letters long, and sometimes 2 and 3 word clues. Okay already! I know what you're thinking. I've heard it a million times from other game show junkies. This is a carbon copy ripoff of Wheel of Fortune and Scrabble. But that is not exactly true. This is based on a 1979 failed pilot called The Letter Machine. After the first clue and the puzzle was shown, the keyboard displayed the letters in play for the puzzle. Only the letters lit were playable, but one extra letter called the stinger was also lit. If that was picked, they'd lose their turn. It was shown to the home audience at the beginning of each puzzle. Occasionally, a 27th key with a star on it was lit. That key meant that one or more punctuation marks were in the puzzle. The only difference is the star was never used as the stinger. Every letter appearing in the puzzle put $25 in the puzzle bank. The first person to solve the puzzle won all the money in the bank, and the round ends. Round 2 had the couple switch places, and the clues and letters were doubled to $50 each. Before the third and final round, the couples had to decide who would play. The clues and letters doubled again to $100 apiece. The team with the most money won the game and went to the bonus round. Occasionally, if there was time, there would be a fourth puzzle played. If a game was running too long, they would stop the clues and reveal the puzzle one letter at a time. Each letter going up added more money in the bank. Players could buzz in as soon as the next letter came up, but not before, or they were disqualified. The $1 million bonus round played with the winning couple choosing one of 3 categories. One at a time, they had to identify 6 items that fit into their category, revealing one letter at a time, just like the clues. If they got all 6 within 60 seconds, they won a cash bonus. On their first day, they could take $5,000 or come back for the second day. On day 2, the money increases to $10,000, and the same options applied. If they won the bonus round on the third day, they won $1 million. If they lost a bonus round on any day, they kept their main game winnings and left the show. Strangely enough, at least 3 couples stopped with $5,000. I guess the pressure was too much for them.
Let's take the money.
Okay, you're going to take the money.
You're going to take the money. All right, that added to what you won in the game, $1,375. You have $6,370. You can keep that. That's it. $6,375. But you know, we'll never know if that $1 million would have been yours. But don't worry about it, because you got over $6,000 to spend. You're a great couple.
This show did have a lot of visuals during its 2-year run, but the very first image shown made the most casual of casual viewers interested in this show.
This is $1 million.
Did he just say $1 million? The first image seen is a pile of money on a raised pedestal. Not only was the money serious, but so was the security. They placed 2 armed guards on stage with the money during the game and right before the bonus game. The reason the pilot was originally called the Letter Machine is because of the other big visual, the giant screen and keyboard. The look of it reminds me of an Apple II or Commodore 64 computer. The letters blinked rapidly until they stopped to show the lit letters for the puzzle. In case you forgot how much money the end goal was, there was always a big neon $1 million sign in the background. Another important visual was the isolation booth the players were placed in for the bonus round. It would spin around on a turntable with a dramatic drum roll in the background, and one of the armed guards escorted the couples into it. The point of it was to block out the applause so they can concentrate on the board, since all they could hear was the voice of Jim Lang. But the biggest visual of all was the on-stage celebration surrounding a big win. If you thought Name That Tune was awesome, check this out.
Bicycling, no?
Cycling! You got it! Build a gymnasium? Well, that was one of your words, was gymnastics. How about that? $1 million. Michael, come on over here. How about a winning kiss, huh? $1 million, the largest prize in the history of television. Andrea and Michael, thank you. You gave us a great show, and we hope we've given you a better life. This truly has been your chance of a lifetime, and you took it.
They didn't just use multicolored confetti. Oh, no, no, no. They used gold mylar. They looked like they were throwing money down from the rafters. In addition, on a couple of occasions they set up fireworks behind each digit for an even grander celebration. For the second season, they decided to spruce up the set a bit. The set itself went from a primetime spectacle to a more colorful, homey feel. They even added dancing lights underneath the $1 million sign. Speaking of which, the sign was now on a hydraulic riser, which became the host's new entrance point, coming down a flight of stairs. I'm just glad this never happened. To keep the players and viewers focused on the game, 2 giant shower doors closed behind the back of the set while the game was in progress. The Stinger got an upgrade too. Instead of an Atari sound effect, a big sign saying Stinger flew onto the screen to let them know they hit it. This next visual gained a lot of criticisms for obvious reasons. That was the addition of model Karen Thomas. The show was already criticized for ripping off Wheel of Fortune, and now they push it over the top by adding a model. But to be fair, at least she does have a purpose. Introducing the contestants, describing the prizes, and even has a small part in the big wins. But you'll see that in a minute. However, the biggest change they made was the grand prize itself. In Season 1, the $1 million was a cash annuity paid out over 25 years. In the second season, they changed it to $900,000 in cash and $100,000 in prizes. Here's what they won.
A whole house full of furniture. A living room. A dining room. A complete kitchen. And more. An outdoor spa. Plus 20 round-trip flights all over America. And Judy, Karen has got something for you too. Karen?
You've also won 2 brand new cars. One for each of you.
You said, and all of that, plus $900,000 in cash, yours on the $1 million chance of a lifetime.
As you can see, the gold mylar stuck around, but they added balloons dropped by the cars. What more can I say about Jim Lang that I haven't said before? His infectious energy was back in full throttle. This couple had us all biting our nails. They're halfway with just under half the time left. Watch.
Next, A, E, N, P, I, H, and R.
Handicapper!
That's 4. Next, P, O, O, E, Soothsayer. No. G.
A sandwicher!
That's 5. Next, Soothsayer. You got it! You got it! No millionaire!
Jim was so excited for them it seemed like he could barely speak. Until this show, I never heard the number 1 million, and in no time I was hearing that number nearly every shot. Not only was he ecstatic when a couple won the big one, but he was heartbroken when they lost it. Here's an example of how consoling Jim was. This couple's final category was birds. They're 2 items away with time running out.
A.
Blue Jay.
O. C. T.
Cockatoo?
Oh, that's 5. Next. A.
Jay.
E. C.
Look.
L. Pelican. Pelican. Oh. Just a few seconds more. Marcia, come here. Give me a hug. You were great.
Oh, thank you.
You played it right. You just played it like you should. You just kept guessing and going down.
What a class act. This show was a rare case. Not only did the second season change the set, they also changed the theme song. I don't have a clean version of the first theme, but here's a part of it. Pretty epic. The second season went with a more jazzy, upbeat style. Let's jam. Besides the theme song, the show had a lot more sounds than expected. I touched briefly on the stinger sounds, but there were a lot more. There were 3 puzzle reveal sounds.
Here is the first. The puzzle has 4 words.
A clue reveal sound.
It's our first clue.
A sound for the keyboard shuffling.
The letters that are lit are the letters in play for this puzzle.
2 similar sounds when the keys were pressed. A beep and ding for clue letters.
S, T, L, M, E, E.
2 different times up signals.
Time is up. I'm sorry, time is up.
All right, still alive, Mark. Time has just run out.
2 clock countdown sounds.
I, L, E,
A. I. E.
And a lot of different sounds for solving a puzzle.
You won it! You got it! $1,400 with you a total of $2,350.
The catchphrase was said only a total of 9 times by Jim Lang throughout the course of the series. Game show host students, pay attention. This is how you tell somebody you won $1 million.
You see. Cucumber. You won $1 million. You got $1 million.
Good one.
You made it. You won $1 million. Gee. Homecoming. You won $1 million. You're millionaires. You did it. You won $1 million.
There you have it, the first television game show to offer and give away $1 million. Television would never see another show like it for 12 more years. Until next time, I'm Brian, your game show junkie, saying thanks a million, and I'll see you next time.